Ever felt that awkward moment when you meet someone new? Or even someone you kinda know? You start with the usual, hi, hello, and dive into those go-to questions like, what do you do? Or, which team do you work with? But then, suddenly, the conversation hits a lull, and you're stuck in an uncomfortable silence. Now, imagine if you could talk to anyone and never run out of things to say again. What if you could avoid that awkward pause altogether? We've all been there, right? Whether it's at work, a family reunion, or chatting with a random stranger at a bar, it's easy to feel like you're suddenly out of words. You start with, hey, how's it going? But then silence. But here's the big question. What if you could change all that? What if you could break through that awkwardness and actually enjoy speaking with anyone? Shy, lacked confidence, and struggled with socializing. But as I reflected more, I realized it wasn't a confidence issue. It was a skill issue. The ability to talk smoothly with anyone is a skill, just like learning to play an instrument or write poetry. After lots of trial and error and observing those who were better at it than me, I figured out there are 3 simple steps you can use to never run out of things to say. And the best part? You can start using them right away. Here are 3 tips to help you speak confidently and keep the conversation flowing. Ask the right questions. Let's say someone says, I went golfing this weekend. You have 2 options. A. Respond with a simple, oh, cool, and then awkward silence. B. Ask, where do you usually play? Or, how long have you been golfing? Why does this matter? By asking thoughtful questions, you show genuine interest and you take control of the conversation. It's all about asking the right questions, because the person asking the most questions usually leads the flow of conversation. Be an active listener. Here's the thing. To be better at speaking, you actually need to speak less and listen more. This might seem counterintuitive, but trust me, it works. When you focus on truly listening to what the other person is saying instead of thinking about your next response, you can ask more relevant follow-up questions and keep the conversation interesting. Find common ground people naturally connect when they share similar backgrounds or interests. Sometimes it's super obvious, like both of you are into golf. Other times, it might take a bit more digging. But with the right questions, you'll eventually find something you both have in common. Once you do, steer the conversation that way. Things will flow much more smoothly. Now, let's be real. Sometimes, even with these techniques, conversations still hit a dead end. And guess what? That's okay. Silence happens. The key is to be comfortable with silence. It's just that, silence. It will pass, and the conversation can pick up again. With these 3 simple techniques, asking the right questions, actively listening, and finding common ground, you'll never run out of things to say. So starting today, try being more confident in your conversations and actively engage.